enemies are no match for me.
Defeated by the heavens, I have returned.
And so, of course, Awakened Sun Wukong just got released, and I just had to make use of him since I already have him at level 46, and at the same time I've got lots of extra copies of him, despite, you know, not wanting to get yet another copy of him. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Monkey King Sun Wukong here, or Great Monkey King Sun Wukong is, how do you say this? Before he was more of a magic-oriented unit, but now he's more of a tank deck kind of unit because of his passive. As you can see here, applies block to all attacks, decreases damage received by 60%, and that alone makes him quite tanky. And at the same time, he protects universal type allies, which is usually, you know, most of the, if not all of the units composing the tank deck. So we've got Chris, Nox, Alicia, maybe Carl Heron, others use Karen as well. So yeah, he protects them from cooldown increased debuffs, and of course the usual clones that he summons whenever he dies. And because he's tanky, it's usually him that dies last, and this clones are gonna be a lot more effective because of that. And so we've got his first skill here, Jumbo Pole. It still have a chance to stun everyone, but now it targets the whole enemy team, and at the same time it also inflicts 30% of the enemy's max HP, which hurts quite a lot, honestly, especially for tank teams. And another one here, Split Image Strike, and it still now targets all enemies. As far as I know, his non-awakened form only targets 3 units, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, and at the same time, it now has an additional effect that reduces the enemy's turn-based buff durations by 2 turns and critical hit. So that makes it hurt a little bit. So that's why I made use of a crit damage jewel here. We also made use of a lifesteal jewel just to make him survive a bit longer and counter rate. Although it isn't, you know, on par with Alicia and especially Chris counter rates, so as to not conflict with their counter rates. You know, just to help him apply debuffs, because I've got him a substat here that has a chance to inflict that debuff. Although the HP plus 20% accessory is not priority accessory for him, I guess. I would have preferred maybe Guardian's Ring, or, you know, the newly released accessory. I forgot the name, but yeah, it pretty much gives immunity to damage. And so yeah, anyway, as for Awakening skill, we've got Gust of Heaven's Fury, 200% magic damage, inflicts 300 fixed damage, and decreases hit-based shield buffs by 2 hits. So that's still quite good. And hit-based shield buffs would refer to void shields, of course, and hit shields like Rinse, and also immunity to debuff shields like the ones Miho and Amelia provide. And that's pretty much the same with Mercure's restricted experiment skill. That also removes hit-based shield buffs. So yeah, to be honest, I forgot to power up him to plus 10, but still, as you can see from the results, I've got a 10-6 from the arena loop. Surprisingly, I thought I'm gonna have a better win-lose ratio there, maybe at least 12-4 or something like that, but unfortunately, it's either RNG messed me up or Carl Heron messed everything up. Because as you can see, Carl Heron clearly is the weak link in my team. I've got him only at 36, but the rest on level 46. And yeah, the reason why I added Sun Wukong in front is because, yeah, I needed him to survive as much as possible. So yeah, with his passive and at the same time his placement in the formation would make him very tanky, as you may have seen in the fights. And so I've got a 5-star Kree as my pet, And what else? Masteries. Of course, I've got defense masteries here. And I've got Nox, Chris, Elise, and Carl Heron. And yeah, in the end, this is still just a test. Maybe I'll be switching Carl Heron with Kyren instead for additional revives. And you know, that makes the team seriously more annoying. Or maybe I should switch to Rook to make a more tanky type of team. Who knows? We'll see. So yeah, anyway, let's look quickly at the equipment of my other units here. We've got Nox, of course, HP, Chris, Alicia. We've got counter rate on her, and Carl Heron, HP of course, and speed attack. And yeah, I forgot to mention that my Wukong is limit broken here, and the same can be said with Chris and Alicia. The other two, I haven't invested on them yet because I'm not. I was honestly not sure how long they'll stay in the meta, especially Nox. So yeah, I was not sure if I should, you know, fully limit break him instead of other priority units. But yeah, maybe I'll do that in the future once I have enough souls. Or if I ever feel like using my rubies here, although honestly I'd rather stockpile rubies. So yeah, I guess that's that. And I guess in the end that was still a good test, as you may have seen from the first few fights. The only thing that messed me up is either RNG or Carl Heron or maybe the enemy Chris, because for some reason the enemy Chris has higher chance to apply that debuff compared to my team. But whatever. So yeah, you know, that's just how RNG works. So yeah, I guess that's that for now. If you like the video, do like it, comment for a comment, suggestions, criticisms, or whatever, and hopefully subscribe as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.